some of the kinds of ammunition at issue are ones that are not only often used by law enforcement officials, but in counterterrorism operations, and often are used precisely in order to avoid unnecessary harm to civilians because they, or for instance, imagine a hostage situation where you're trying to make sure that you don't accidentally kill the hostages, and if you shoot at somebody, you only kill the guy you're shooting at, or an aircraft situation where you don't want to pierce the shell of the aircraft and have the whole plane come down. So we have some concerns about whether, with the best of intentions, this amendment ends up being very problematic in all kinds of situations. We also just think that this is not the Rome Statute is not the right forum to address those issues. There are existing treaty fora that relate to small arms and ammunition, and in particular the Conference on Certain Conventional Weapons we see as a more appropriate place to take up that kind of question. We've articulated these concerns. Some of them, I think, quite honestly, states parties simply hadn't thought about. I think we'll see what happens, but we're optimistic that there will be ways that those concerns will be addressed. Because I think, unlike with aggression, where there was just a tremendous amount of time and energy expended on the parts of other states into coming up with a definition, however bad we consider it to be, where states really feel like, hey, you're showing up 10 years later, now you're asking us to change. This one is one where I think there's more willingness to go, oh, hadn't thought about that. Let's see if we can do something about it.
Hey, Steve and Harold, I'll let you light up as you wish any proposed definition.
Well, let me
let
me go. First, no negotiator or diplomat goes to a conference and in a academic session tells people their bottom line. So are there areas in which we're focused? Of course. And what are those areas? One is acceptable solutions with regard to what the court can prosecute and the likelihood that will have deleterious effects on those who engage in lawful activity. Second, the extent to which there are what we call outside the court consequences from norms that might be created by the exercise. Third, chilling effects on lawful uses of force. And fourth, what you could call breathing room, time in which the U.S. process of engagement can get stronger and we hope produce more results. So in those four general areas, we're very much focused on what is a superior definition to one that 111 countries are talking about very intently. I think the real question ought to be the one that I was asking, which is how do you get from a proposal to finalize a definition and operationalize a prosecutable crime into